Wind up the cameraman. Okay, so what are you doing there, Graham?
I'm just figuring out where the speed controllers go. So I've got these heat sinks which will be set in the skin. So I'm just marking out exactly where they go in the skin, and these will be glued to the heat sink.
Oh, yeah.
Wires run, and I'll put in the mounts for the flaperon servos.
Yes. Elevons. Elevon servos, yeah. And I have been working on this leading edge. We got two of these, and they are two strips of balsa stuck together, but the shape to be tapered to match up with the ends of the ribs. And I've marked blue here with some highlighter pen. So what I'm going to have to do next is actually cut this back so that it's got a triangular, whittle it back to a triangular section, and the blue highlight is to help guide me when I get close to to the corner, yeah, without taking the corner off. Should be just a thin blue line, yeah. And what's going on over here, Tim?
This is the world's most complicated fuselage former ever.
Yeah, I think there's been about 3 nights on it so far.
And it's not finished.
I think this started off as foam board, and now it's balsa.
That was the template for cutting the balsa.
Right, okay.
Do 2 little bits here.
Aha.
And then it's done.
It's complicated because the landing gear engine mounts are, landing gear bearers are supported on that former, and there's cavity for the gear itself to come up through that slot, so there's a lot happening in that particular area.
There's a lot to think about to get it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Printed it in about 20 minutes.
Are these all the other formers here? So Dom's been working on that. So these are all of the foam board formers.
Yeah, the rest of the fuselage.
Right, and they've got cutouts in them as well, by the looks.
Yeah.
For wirers, I guess.
Well, most of these cutouts are for the central box. There's a balsa wood box which forms the core of the fuselage, and these will fit on that box.
Balsa wood box. Okay, and the cutouts are for that.
The hole there, is that the hole there?
Well, that shape there is the box itself.
Somewhere that bit's not cut out. Oh, that bit is cut out, but that bit's not.
No, that's right. It will butt onto it. That's because there's a servo going there. So.
And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's live from Was It Shed.
The end of another night. We're down a few builders tonight, but all the same, we've got the ribs completely glued to the base of the wing now. We're working on these leading edge parts of the wing. We had to really get quite a bend in the Depron, and we glued it with CA and accelerator to stick it hard and fast. Also been working on shaping this leading edge strip of balsa a bit more. It's got to be a triangular shape and cross section. It's nearly there now. That will sit there. And the upper surface of the wing is going to be a thinner Depron, and that will actually go over this balsa. I believe Tim has been working yet again on formers. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and which one did I do tonight?
So you
that one, the wooden part of that one.
Did the balsa part of F2, and you've been doing those tail fin.
I think these are for the fin.
Yep, tail fin ribs.
Tiny.
Tiny, tiny, tiny. So the wing is progressing. The main thing that's changed since last time was the leading edges have been essentially finished. These are actually will not be external. These are totally internal to the wing, so the 3mm Depron will actually go over the top of this. As you can see, the 6mm is beneath it. So it will give some shape and some strength to the wing leading edges. So these have been glued in with brown Gorilla Glue, and the ribs were trimmed to fit. The other thing is that we've got some holes cut out here for the speed controllers, and these have been glued in as plywood supports for the Elevon servos. Speaking of Elevons, we've got an innovation here which you'll be seeing a bit more of as time goes on. Dom has designed a fully 3D printed Elevon hinge system in which will actually just fit into the structure of the wing, and it'll make for a very nice smooth hinging system. So stay tuned for that as you'll see it progress, and he'll print out this. I'm sure this is just a mock-up, and he'll print these out fully, and we'll build them into the wing structure as we go along. The other thing here are the various fuselage parts. You can see that we've got the beginnings of a central balsa boxwork, really, that will form the basis, the core of the fuselage. So these will both go like so. You can start to see a bit of a cutout there where the wings go, and these formers will flesh out the shape around this box shape. So they'll form the core, and these will form the shape and some extra strength around structures near the front, like the landing gear and battery holding area, etc. Time for an update on where we're at. Okay, so we've got the wing here, and what's changed here?
Oh, just shaping the leading edge to make sure it ties in perfectly with the ribs, nice and smooth.
Okay.
And we've also prepared the speed.
Finish with that, Tim?
Speed controllers. We've glued these heat sinks to them.
Oh, nice.
So these will just plug into these holes that we've already cut.
Yep.
In the
foam there. Yeah.
So that will be flush with the bottom of the wing and have air rushing past it.
Nice. Keep it cool.
Yep.
4 of them. And over here, it looks like the fuselage box centre section.
Action video.
It's made out of balsa.
5mm balsa, carefully cut, trimmed, measured to datums, all kinds of fancy stuff.
Okay. And we've got the use of your formers now.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I think they'll be glued in pretty quick actually. This is suddenly going to look like a fuselage.
Suddenly it's going to take shape. Right. And you're right in the middle of gluing in some vital parts. I can see.
Yeah.
This is where it all goes horribly wrong.
Ah, the battery floor.
Yep.
Is getting glued in as we speak. Right. And just as a bit of a teaser, this looks like a 3D printed Seamaster.
That's the one.
Would that be right? And
Rarebird Seamaster.
a Rarebird Seamaster. And over here, Quaz is working on
Mark II Dark Star, which hopefully won't crash.
that's right, Mark II Dark Star. So you can see there's plenty in the pipeline. Just keep on watching. Oh, I haven't covered everything, because out here we've got a Tundra, my new second-hand Tundra, which we're making some floats for. Well, we've got the floats, we're trying to fit some floats, so we'll see how that goes too.